Hello everyone, and welcome to our Detox and Immunity Yoga. When you're ready, I'd like you to join me in the center of your mat in seated easy pose. Just going to begin by warming up the body. So when you're ready, take your left hand down to the mat beside you, reach the right arm overhead, stretching through the fingertips that we're reaching towards the left side. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can come down onto your left forearm. Gaze is up towards the sky, breathing deeply into that stretch in the rib cage. Hold here for another big breath, in through the nose. Exhale, let it go, inhale, rise. Let's repeat that on the other side. So right hand comes down, reach the left arm overhead, gaze to the sky. Again, you can come down onto the right forearm to go a little bit deeper, stacking the shoulders, breathing into that stretch through the side body, through the rib cage, through the shoulder. Hold for another breath. Wonderful. Inhale, rise. Now let's repeat that again. Inhale, take the arms to the sky. And as we exhale, left hand comes down, or the forearm, right arm overhead. Now just reach that right hand towards the left edge of the mat and inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach the hand towards the left edge of the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, repeat that again. Inhale, rise, stretch up through the rib cage. Twice more. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, back up to center. Wonderful. Rise back up, left arm towards the sky. Now let's drop the right arm down, left arm overhead, and repeat that on the other side. So reach the left hand towards the right side of the mat and then return to center. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach nice and slow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach towards that edge of the mat. Inhale, rise. Once more. Exhale, reach. And inhale, rise. Wonderful. Rise back up to center. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Then take the left arm to the right knee and reach the right arm overhead towards the left side. Feel that deep twist through the belly button, through the spine, through the right side body. Hold for a breath. Then when you're ready, let's return back up to center. Repeating that on the other side this time. So reaching the right hand to the left knee, left arm overhead. Gaze to the sky if possible, open through the side body, twisting out the spine as well. Hold for a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Rise back up to center. Wonderful. Now when you're ready, let's come into our tabletop position. Gazes towards the top of our mat. Once you meet me here, we're going to tuck the toes under, lift the tailbone to the sky, knees come off the mat, downward facing dog. Now just hold here for a few moments, finding that release in the back of the legs. To add a little bit of mobility, you can just rock the body from side to side in this downward facing dog, finding that side body stretch just slightly, also working the hamstrings and the calves. Wonderful. Really feels amazing just adding this little rock here. Inhale, lift off the right leg up off the mat, bend the leg and come into three-legged dog, point the toes. Wonderful. Come forward on the inhale, tuck the knee into the chest, then place the right foot down between the hands, lower the left knee down, untuck the toes, slow lunge. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, gaze comes forward or up towards the hands. Stretch up through the spine, open through the hips. Feel that elongation through the spine, the opening of the belly and the chest. Breathe deeply into the stretch through the psoas in that left leg. Wonderful. Take those deep breaths. Release the hands down beside the foot, and on your exhale we're going to push back into our half split position, coming up onto our heel. Flex the foot. If you can, allow the nose to come down towards the knee. Hips are square to the top of the mat to make sure your alignment is correct. Leg is nice and straight. Breathing into this deep opening in the hamstring and the calf. Slowly make your way up to a halfway lengthen, then take both hands to the left side of the mat and pivot on your left knee so that you face that left side of the long edge of the mat. Sit up with your spine, and then when you're ready, place the left hand to the mat beside your left leg, reach the right arm overhead coming into gate pose. Right foot points towards that long edge of the mat, gaze to the sky, elongating through that entire right side of the body, all the way through the leg and up to the fingertips. Breathing deeply in this gate pose. Lift back up to neutral and then place the right hand down to the right calf and reach the left arm overhead, gazes up, taking a quick counter stretch here, feeling this through the left side body this time. Lift back up to neutral, and then we're going to bend into that right leg so that it comes into a nice 90-degree angle bend so that the ankle's stacked underneath the knee. Foot is now pointing towards that short edge of the mat. We've got our arms down beside the body. Inhale, take the arms to the sky, then right hand down to the mat beside the foot. Lift the left arm to the sky, gaze to the sky. Keeping with this warrior 2 variation. Stacking the shoulders as much as you can. This will really feel nice and deep for that right inner thigh. Hold for a nice big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. On your next exhale, straighten through that right leg, coming up onto the heel as we did in half split, keeping our arms exactly as they are. Again, feeling this in the inner thigh. Wonderful. Left hand comes back down to the mat, come back into our low lunge position, hands placed down on the mat. Take the left hand to the mat and reach the right arm to the sky so that we're twisting towards that right leg, gaze to the sky. Open the palm of the hand so that you're collecting all that energy, splaying the fingertips, stacking the shoulders if possible. Wonderful, now take that right hand back down to the mat nice and slowly. Tuck the back toes under, lift off the knee and step back into our one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open through the chest, through the belly. And then just to activate this stretch even further, look over the right shoulder and dip the hips towards the left side, getting that side body stretch. Come back to center and repeat on the other side. Feel that deep opening through the side body. Return back to center and exhale, come up into our downward facing dog again. Let's repeat that sequence on the other side now. So when you're ready, lift off the left leg, come into three-legged dog, bending through the leg, pointing the toes, open through the hips. Then step that foot between the hands. When you're ready, lower the right knee down, untuck the toes. Lift up through the body, inhale, arms to the sky. Gazes forward or up towards the sky, up towards the hands. Just feel that stretch through the right psoas this time, the lengthening sensation through the spine, the opening of the chest and the stomach. Wonderful. Take a quick breath here and really feel this stretch deeply through the chest, through the hip. Take the hands down to the mat now, nice and slow. And exhale, push back into our half split position. Straightening through the left leg, coming up onto the heel, flexing the foot. Straighten that leg as much as you can, and if you want, you can fold so that your nose comes down towards the knee. Really finding that deep release in the hamstring, in the calf. Make sure your hips are square to the top of the mat. You're not rounding through the spine, keeping the spine nice and long, nice and straight. When you're ready, come up halfway and let's twist around to come into our gate pose position. So pivoting on that right knee, facing that right edge of the mat, placing the right hand down, reaching the left arm overhead. This time we're stretching through that entire length of the left side body. Gazes towards the sky, reaching those fingertips nice and far overhead. Feeling this through the leg, through the ribs, through the belly, through the arm, through the shoulder. This is a great full body detox stretch. And then on your next inhale, let's rise back up to neutral. Left hand down to the left calf, reach the right arm overhead, gaze to the sky. Hips are square, find that balance. Find that strength in the core to keep you upright. Hold for another deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up, bending through that left leg, foot points to the top of the mat, arms down beside you, modified warrior 2, gazes up towards that left hand. Really feel the power and the strength of this pose. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down beside the foot, right arm to the sky, gazes up. Stacking the shoulders here, feeling that release mainly through that left inner thigh, but again you're getting that side body stretch. Feel that release, feel that strength. Hold for another inhale. And exhale, straighten through that left leg. Come up onto the heel of the foot. Keep the shoulders stacked, right arm in the air. Hold for a breath. And then twist back into our lunge. Hands come down to the mat. Then this time let's reach our left hand towards the sky. Gazes up, stack the shoulders. This is our final twist of the practice. Feel that release through the belly, through the spine. Gazes up if you can. Hold for another deep inhale. And exhale, allow the left hand to come back down towards the mat, come back into our lunge. Tuck the back toes under, lift off the back knee. Step the left foot back, come into our one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, wonderful. Hold for a breath here. Exhale, bring the hips up off the mat into plank pose. And then we're just going to hop our legs between our arms and land on our sit bones facing towards the top edge of our mat. Wonderful. Take a nice big breath here before we come into our next position. Then when you're ready, come into our seated easy pose. So just cross the legs as you did at the start of the practice. Then come back onto your forearms. Bring the crown of your head down to the mat. You can just stay here like this. Or if you like to go deeper, you can bring your arms up off the mat so that you're balancing completely on the crown of your head and your sit bones. Take your arms overhead if you'd like, maybe an eagle pose with the arms, keeping the legs crossed. Just find a deep release through the upper back, through the belly, through the chest. Hold for another breath. And then when you're ready, bring your arms back down to the mat again, tuck the chin in towards the chest, and make your way into Shavasana. Now we've just got a short little Shavasana just to end the practice here, so hands on the belly or down beside you. Take a nice big inhale into the chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale gratitude, inhale positivity, inhale strength. Exhale tension and stress from the mind. Allow the body to feel completely relaxed, completely calm. Listening to the music and my voice, not allowing any thoughts, any negativity to come into your mind. Just allow the entire body to be completely relaxed and at peace. Feel the connection to the mat, that deep grounding, and know that you're always grounded to the earth. Inhale, take your arms overhead and slowly sit up. If you've got core strength, you can follow me in taking a boat pose as we sit up. Just a nice little final exercise. Then come back to our seated easy pose. Take a nice final inhale. Exhale. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.